What's up, guys? I wanted to revisit probably the most OP Lucario build that ever existed. Some of you might not even know about this, but Slow Smoke Close Combat Lucario used to be one of the best builds in the game for around 2 months. And it was absolutely ridiculous. It was so insanely broken. You couldn't do anything about it. Slow Smoke used to be also very, very strong. It got buffed like in the same patch. Close Combat got healing, and then Slow Smoke got buffed in the same patch. And back then, Slow Smoke, doesn't matter if you eject buttoned out of it, if you ran out of it, you were still stuck in. Like, you were still getting slowed, which allowed Lucario to just hit a full close combat combo onto, any target he was slow smoking. It was absolutely ridiculous. It pretty much killed everything and just, you couldn't do anything about it. It was very, very oppressive of a build to play. And yeah, I just wanted to see if it still works. The thing right now is, again, you can eject button out of it. You can, you have any movement abilities, you can get out of it, and then you're not slowed anymore, right? So it allows you to, get much out of it faster. Also, X speed was, a counter to it, and it's also very popular, so there's certain ways of getting out of it. Doesn't matter what. I played it a few games, and honestly, I found it to be pretty decent. Honestly, I had a lot of fun playing it again, and there's certain Pokemon who don't really have a chance against it still. So if, like, a Clefable on the enemy team has no mobility, gets stuck in it, then it's bad news for the Clefable, or, any Espeon. Espeon has eject button, by Slow Smoke has a much lower cooldown, so if he gets stuck in the Slow Smoke, he might just die, and if he eject buttons out of it, the next Slow Smoke will kill him. We're getting some nice KOs. Gonna start our attack rate. For the head items, I have attack rate, I have weakness policy, and also Floatstone. Yeah, I just really like Floatstone. People always ask me why Floatstone so much, but I think it's just so fun on this map. It really does a crazy amount. You can rotate from top to bottom faster. Both objective you can you go through. Then you can also, late game, you can run from goal back to your goal. You can defend easier. After respawning, okay, I mean, you don't want to die, but after recalling, you make it so much back faster to lanes. Honestly, it feels amazing. Also, Floatstone is the highest basic attack damage item in the game. It gives you very nice early game, a lot of extra auto attack damage for the early stages as well. But yeah, it's mainly picked for the move speed. And again, if you charge a power punch, it doesn't go away. So you get extra move speed by charging up your power punch, which also makes it easier to maybe reach a target. Then we have weakness policy. Close combat has very good scalings attack-wise. So it allows us for close combat to do a lot of damage. Usually this build is played with X attack now, right? X attack is the normal thing you play in this, or X speed. But again, just want to try the Slow Smoke. I'm not sure how much, I mean, you can see how much I did this game. There's certain KOs I think I got with it, and certain I didn't. I just want to have a full video again where I just talk about the gameplay. We will charge with our power punch into meteor mesh, get a nice combo. And was my mouse also running Slow Smoke? Or was that actually my Slow Smoke? Already forgot. And we just take our attack rate fully. We get level 7 now for the close combat. And now it's going to start being much more fun. Dodrio as well, he's getting close combated. And we almost get him. Almost sadly barely pushed him out of my thing. So I couldn't quite do much about it. I'll be landing against Mr. Mime though, which is obviously a very difficult matchup. It's going to close combat right here, power punch away. Otherwise, if I fight for too long, I'm just going to get destroyed by the Mr. Mime. So I got to be very careful about it. Mr. Mime is just the best Pokemon in the game. I don't want to fight too much. We stay bot lane here. People always ask me also, why don't you rotate top lane? If the enemies have one guy staying bot lane as well, you should 100% stay bot lane. In general, I think only 4 people should go towards top side, because there's so much experience on bot lane you should be getting. And here we go. There's the close combat and slow smoke combo. Almost killed him, right? Like, he couldn't get out of it. He had no chance of getting out of the close combat, thanks to my slow smoke. But he had focus win in the end, and that made him sadly live. Mr. Mime also still very tanky. And if he has the power swap on me, right, I do reduce damage. So. But there's the potential. If he didn't have focus band right there, he's dead, right? He's dead to the slow smoke. Because he can't dodge my close combat, which is absolutely insane damage. We can't get out of it. So again, Mr. Mime is bot lane. I will not go top lane here, otherwise this guy is going to get everything on bot. Of course, I could get the Regieleki on top, but we don't even know if it's a guaranteed win, right? That's the problem. If we commit 5 top lane and then lose while the enemy is just farming bot lane for free, nothing is ever guaranteed. Even if you're ahead in players or something, nothing is ever guaranteed. You still have to fight for it. Your teammates can make mistakes, so rather just decide to stay bot lane right now, I think. The Mr. Mime is also stay here. And yeah, just walking around looking for level 9, and then hopefully we can start team fighting soon. You can see Regieleki as well. There have been 8 people up there, and it still has not been dealt with anyways, so it takes a while for it to go down. And yeah, you can't really force it too much anyways. It does a lot of damage, it's quite hard to take. So that's why I always say, like, overcommitting towards it is not the best idea. It's really just not. You should not overcommit to it with too many characters. It is not the best idea. Go towards mid lane now. Now we can maybe slowly rotate top lane if we want to. Broke the goal, bot lane. Sally can get this Altaria, and I'm going to look for a flank. If it was slow smoke, I'm going to look for a unite move as well, maybe. But I decide I don't have any vision on this, so I'm going to score first. They ignore me, and now we look for a close combat into slow smoke on someone. Here we go. There's the slow smoke into a close combat. With it, a bit on the Clefable, but we get the Dodrio with it. He couldn't run out of it thanks to our slow smoke. Now we go for the Regieleki. I'm going to Unite move on top of it to finish it off. Again, Lucario Unite does a crazy amount of damage if you cast it on top of someone. Our next close combat has bonus damage. We get the Mr. Mime as well. And yeah, now we can either look for... I mean, team is breaking this now. Here you see that... Here you can see the Floatstone as well being active. It's so nice for the close combat to have the Floatstone active and just be able to catch up faster. Here we get destroyed by the... Actually, no, I think we destroy him. Oh yeah, we actually destroy him. That was nicely played. I would say we did a power punch, close combat resets our cooldown, and as soon as our close combat was back up, I instantly pressed it onto Dodrio, and we have a very clutch KO. Otherwise, yeah, would have been a lot of experience for the Dodrio. And we can look for the bottom objective. Just gonna power punch, close combat it. Again, Regice is very nice now. It actually does heal a good amount. Now if I can showcase it maybe. But this objective is the I mean, I don't know if it's better than Regirock, but it's getting close to it. It is super, super nice. Our slow smoke is back up, so this build you pretty much want to use slow smoke as much as you can. Every time it's up, you kind of want to use it and look for a KO. Yeah, it didn't really do too much. I just dropped it in the middle of the team fight. Yeah, I'm gonna start capping now. Only Dodrio's here. 2 people are top lane, 2 people are dead. So nice push with us and our team. Realizing that we can just destroy the goal right there. Very good push. Get level 30 now. Our close combat will do even more damage. Take the red buff, we dodge the stun with our close... Actually, no, we don't even dodge the stun with our close combat. We didn't die from it in time. And yeah, we have Unite move up again. I kind of want to use it one more time, if I can. Because this is last time I could maybe use it before Rayquaza, but yeah, then we didn't really look for us. I could have maybe just tried going for the Dodrio there, but in the end decided against it. So we're just waiting for top tier Regieleki. I'm just guarding bot lane, just make sure they don't score there for free. Again, as well, if you commit all your players towards an objective, that doesn't really do much. Like pushing this Regieleki into the second base at this point in the game, it's almost impossible. Here we drop the the slow smoke. Sadly, he has an unstoppable things with agility and he gets away. If you commit too many people towards topside right now, this Regieleki is going to get defended super easily. Then we can just run bot lane, score their 50, 100 points for free, and then we have Regieleki, they just recoil, they defend top lane, and we just waste a lot of time. But I'm going to look for a flank right here. I'm going to go for this guy. I'll punch in, and he dies. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like running top lane here is still not the right choice. I would rather maybe still stay bot lane, but now the Regieleki is getting close to Rayquaza, so now it's actually quite nice to have. Another power punch into close combat, into another power punch, and we get a nice double KO. I'm level 14 as well now, which is huge for Lucario. Usually you're around like 12, 13. Look for this Clefable. There's the slow smoke, and you can see he catches him. He can't get out of my close combat. And we get another nice KO. Looking maybe for this to go in. And actually does. I think we messed up here though. Like one of us should have just waited for Rayquaza to spawn. So we get double points on it. But yeah, it still allows us to get into position now. Like one of us, I think I should have scored and then we could have scored 100 points later. Looking for something here, but we kind of have to go out for now. I'll look for close combat. And yeah, close combat actually still feels pretty decent generally too. Still does a lot of damage. I like power punch as well. If you are new to Lucario, I'd always recommend playing this build because it's much easier to play. Close combat the Dodrio, and it's actually looking quite bad right now. 2 of us already dead without using Unite move, so I just have to buy time. I'm gonna use my Unite move right here. I'm looking for the Dodrio. We get a boost out attack after close combating, so we knock him up, his passive gets procced, or it goes away. And now we just have to chill a bit. Looking for my Mamoswine, follow Harpist combo, nicely done by my Mamoswine, finding the enemy Espeon. Use my close combat there to reset my power punch. We jump away, and now we're just gonna play it slow a bit. We have a slow smoke up as well, again. I'm going for this red buff right now, just looking for some healing with my close combat. Again, it heals. Only for 1 target hit though, so you can't heal on multiple targets. And now we are back here as well. My team is respawned already. Drop the slow smoke onto Mr. Mime. Actually, I didn't even drop it. I guess I didn't have to. I still have it up right now. Losing on the Dodrio again, who loses his passive. That again does have agility, but we power punch in. Get him as well again. We dodge the Espeon Unite with our nice unstoppable effects. And they surrender. So honestly, it felt... I mean, I think this build in general, you don't have to play with slow smoke. In general, power punch close combat Lucario is still a very fun and strong build. A lot of unstoppable effects, a lot of damage, and very good early mid-late game to secure things as well. Especially now that Rayquaza is easier to take. It's still a great Rayquaza last hit as well. And for the top or bottom objectives allows you to. We have 11 KOs, 78,000 damage. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe.